Everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I put together this absolute beast of a deck. It's got the Boss Bandit, which is really solid, and with this deck, by going Boss Bandit and the Goblin Giant, you're able to absolutely tear through defenses and put a lot of pressure on your opponent. So we're just going to arrows this down here, keep our Bomber alive, and we should be able to build up a decent amount of Spear Goblins here. The Goblin gang will get taken out for the most part by the Executioner. Really nice there. So we're gonna get a couple Spear Goblins out of that. That's fine. He's gonna go. He went pretty heavy in my opinion. So see what he's got here for Boss Bandit. We'll go with the Bomber here. Maybe help take out that Valkyrie. And yeah, we still have another dash, which is gonna be really nice. We'll pop that ability. Get another dash off. Boss Bandit is so fun to use if, you know, in the right situation, something like this. We're just able to get so much value from your opponent, especially once they give up stuff like their Valkyrie, their Dark Prince, their Mega Knight, whatever it may be. Really nice. Let's go Goblin Giant here. Get another push going. I'm waiting for that RG. There is that RG, so we're just going to go with the Executioner here. Should line it with a Firecracker just perfectly. Really nice. Goblin Giant is going to help take out that RG, so that's also really solid. We're going to just arrows this down and kind of clean that up. And he's got so much bait in the ways of Skeletons and Goblin Gang that he's going to get absolutely decimated by our Executioner. So really nice combo there. Obviously we have the Lightning, as you can see. I don't know if our opponent quit. Maybe he quit, which would be really nice, so we can kind of wrap things up really quickly on our first game. Boss Bandit will dash on, and yeah, that's going to be 3 crowns right there. Good game, well played. Absolutely shredded through this Royal Giant deck. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another. All right, next match here. Keeping things going, and we can start out with either Executioner or the Skeletons. I'm just going to go Skeletons here. Executioner really is your only true air defense. You have the Goblin Hut as well, which obviously spawns, you know, some goblins, but or Spear Goblins, but all in all, want to hang on to that just in case. So we're gonna go Boss Bandit on Boss Bandit here. I'm gonna pop the ability maybe. Nice, we're able to get right on top. We'll go with the Goblin Hut here, and we'll be able to clean that up for the most part. Should get a few Spear Goblins or force out arrows, which I'm totally fine with as well. And we'll get 1 Spear throw off. That's pretty solid, good enough for me. So really interesting matchup that we have here. Another Boss Bandit. So let's go with the Executioner. I don't think they typically run Boss Bandit with like Balloon or Lava Hound, but I could be wrong. So we're just going to kind of hang out here for a sec. I'm going to go Goblin Giant here. I want to preserve my Executioner, to be honest. We should have an easy time taking that out, as well as that cannon. The Executioner will clean up that Dark Goblin, which is going to be a pain in general to deal with. Obviously, we have arrows and whatnot, but we'll get a Bomber going here. One of the keys with this deck is to get as many evil Bombers as possible. You have Lightning to take out stuff like buildings, but you need something in case they have like a troop that, you know, will go straight up against the Goblin Giant. So we'll just hang out here, see what he's got. If he's going to do that, that's fine. I'm going to Lightning this for the most part. Clean that up as well. And we have that Goblin Hut ready for his Boss Bandit. So I'm curious what he's got as his win condition. I feel like it could be Ram Rider. But he's hanging on to his arrows because he knows I have that Evil Bomber next. So I'm just going to arrows this down, clean this up. Maybe get another Spear throw off. We have Skeletons here, so we're going to go with that. We'll go with the Goblin Giant here way in the back. And yeah, Evil, that's definitely going to be an interesting one. Boss Bandit on Boss Bandit should be an interesting interaction here. We'll go with the Executioner. Should be able to help clean everything up there, including that. Boss Bandit should have enough to still get on tower. We're going to pop the ability a little bit late there, unfortunately. Not going to get us what we want. Totally fine though. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go and arrows down the Dark Goblin and almost miss it actually, but Executioner won't get a throw off, but pretty interesting stuff. We're almost able to break on through. Let's go Goblin Giant yet again. And we have Boss Bandit. I know he's got his. I'm just going to go with the Skeletons here. That way we're able to protect our Boss Bandit. We'll go with the Executioner as well here, kind of help damage that down. We have arrows ready for that Dark Goblin if it chooses to show itself. If not, we're going to go Lightning here, should be able to clean that up. And we get Boss Bandit right on tower as well as the Executioner. And that's one of those benefits of rocking a Boss Bandit in a deck like this. You're able to get right on top of your opponent if your opponent's not ready. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another. All right, next match here. Keeping things going. And again, not that great of a starting hand. We'll go with the Goblin Hut here. I should have dropped it one tile lower. It would give it, you know, the chance for the other tower to kind of come in and help out. Hog Rider will get a hit off, unfortunately. But our opponent's going to have to respond here. He did drop his log. Bomber should be able to clean that up. Yeah, really nice there. Let's go Skeletons. I think it's just Hog 2.6. Let's do Boss Bandit here. He's probably going to have a, yeah, that cannon. Probably one elixir Skeletons. Yeah. So that's pretty expected there. Boss Bandit should get right on top of that. I'm going to pop the ability. Should be worth it. And he's going to drop that Ice Golem in anticipation, so well played on our opponent's end. So when you get ready to defend this is going to be an interesting one. Should he choose to go Hog Rider? If not, I'm just going to go Executioner here. Get that Evil Executioner rolling. And there is that Hog Rider. So we're going to go Bomber here. He's only got Log, so I don't have to worry too much. You know, it's still going to take some time to roll over if, you know, that is the route he chose. Executioner is going to get a throw off, which is really nice. Unfortunately, it is the opposite lane, and this deck really isn't all that equipped besides dropping just the Boss Bandit, you know, down the other side. So I'm just going to take this damage. We can go Boss Bandit now. Yeah, and he drops Cannon preemptively, so I'm going to just hang out. I'm going to go Goblin Hut here. I'm expecting him to go with that Skeletons. We weren't able to predict it fast enough, unfortunately. Pop the ability here. Should get right on top of that. Maybe clean that up. See if he's got Skeletons or something ready. He doesn't. We could have popped the ability again, but wasn't quite ready yet. But all in all, not too bad. Let's go Executioner here. That's going to be able to easily defend that Hog Rider. One of the reasons why you want to play your Evil Executioner as soon as possible and get as many of them as you can. So we have a perfect Lightning situation here. We're going to go Lightning now. A little bit late because of all the elixir demand that it's going to require. But we get Spear Goblins on tower, which is really nice. We're able to get another Axe Throw off too, which is really, really beautiful. Let's go Boss Bandit here. We'll go with the Goblin Hut as well. I think the Musketeer is going to lock onto the Boss Bandit, which is fine. I'm going to get an Executioner going here. He's going to have probably something for this. Yeah. I'm going to just hang out here for a second. Wow. Okay. I'm going to do this. Go with the Goblin Hut. We're able to clean up that other side, which is nice. Let's go Goblin Hut here, or Goblin Giant. As he tears through that Goblin Hut, we have Lightning ready, so I am just waiting for enough elixir. Probably should have gone with arrows instead, but we should get a few spear throws off, which is going to be good enough. Let's get ready for a push here. Yeah, there's that Hog Rider. We're going to be able to kind of clean that up pretty well. Hog Rider won't even get a hit off, which is just beautiful. We're able to clean up the Musketeer. Let's get arrows ready yet again. I'm learning this time I'm not going to really go for the Lightning. Unfortunately, his Ice Golem did get in the way for a second or so. But all in all, not too bad. Let's get this going again. We have Lightning if we want to use it. I'm going to use it. Kind of odd seeing that on defense, but certain times, you know, that's going to be what gets called on. So let's go Boss Bandit here. I'm ready for another push from our opponent. I don't know if it's going to come down quite yet. I'm going to do this. Kind of surprised he didn't really see that coming. Yeah, there's those Skeletons. Pesky Skeletons. I'm just going to go Lightning here. Start damaging that down. We have Goblin Hut ready again. I'm going to get ready for another push here. Wow, okay. That's an interesting one. Did not see that coming in the slightest. We should be able to clean this up. We're going to go for Lightning here. Our opponent's getting pretty desperate. But we have that Goblin Giant on tower. Good game, well played. Really, really interesting push. Pretty smart on our opponent's end too, putting the Musketeer in front of the Hog Rider, getting it pushed up. But that's not going to be enough. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keeping things going. And we can start out with Bomber. Always pretty safe, especially because, you know, you want to drop your evolutions first and then have it eventually cycle with the help of the skeletons. So we're going to go with the Goblin Giant here. Should be able to defend that. And we perfectly placed it. They typically go in front anyways, at least on their first one, unless they really are switching things up. We can probably go Lightning. It seems kind of wild to do that early on, but I really want to get right on top of this tower, maybe get a hit or two off. We'll get one hit off, that's good enough. I'm going to go Goblin Hut here. We have Bomber for that drill, so I'm not all that worried. He's going to switch sides. Interesting one for sure. So this should be able to clean this up pretty well. We have one of those Spear Goblins on the tower, unfortunately. I'm just going to leave it. Take a lot of damage, but that's the side I want him to go anyways. We have a few Spear Goblins left. He's probably going to go with his Spirit or a Log. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to go for Executioner here. We have Boss Bandit ready. He's going to want to go down this left side because he has enough damage there to justify it, I think. But I think I'm going to go for Goblin Giant here. We don't have enough for Lightning. I'm just going to hang out here for a second. If he's going to offer that, that's an interesting one. I'm going to arrows this down. A little bit late there. Really unfortunate how late I dropped that. I'm going to go Goblin Hut here now. And then kind of once everything kind of locks on, I'm going to go with the One Lacer Skeletons, kind of help clean up some of that. And again, we have a decent amount to counter push with if we need to. So that's an interesting cannon. He's going to give up his cannon, which means we should be okay coming up. So we'll get a Boss Bandit going here. I really want him to go Drill. He does go with Drill. So that's going to be an interesting interaction here because this is going to clean house pretty easily. We have Goblin Giant next. Okay, he's going to go for the Rocket there. Makes sense. I'm going to pop the ability, maybe try to preserve it. I'll go Lightning right on top. And that's going to force him to go Mighty Miner, which is not what he wants to do. Let's do this here. That should bring it over. Yeah, really nice. We got a lot of damage off that interaction. Really beautiful there. Gonna go with the Executioner. Oh my gosh, he put everything in front, which means Executioner's axe is gonna clean everything up. We have a whole host of Spear Goblins kind of coming down, forcing that out. Is he gonna try and go for... I'm gonna go Lightning here. Maybe get this down fast enough. I would have really liked to get a lot of damage off that, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's do this here. We'll go Goblin Hut. So that should be okay. Yeah, Goblin Hut got demolished, but we should be okay here. I'm just gonna hang out for a second. Go Boss Bandit in the back. We'll go Executioner here. So that should be pretty good. He's gonna have a Rocket. That's gonna clean that up, but the Boss Bandit is still very much alive. Let's do this. Lightning this. Arrows this. And he's going to actually go for the offense, and we are going to be able to take out that tower. Good game, well played. And with that, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and